Today, we're gonna be taking a look at the brand new Komelon True Control 25-foot tape measure. Now, before you click away, hold on for just a second, because this is not just any tape measure. This tape has a feature that you've probably never seen before on any tape measure. And we're gonna show you just what that is and why it could be a game changer and one you wanna buy for your next tape. All right, so first thing you'll notice with this tape measure is the compact size. It is very compact. I would say a good 25% less in size than your standard 25-foot tape measure. Feels really good in the hand, not a super thick wide blade. A lot of people, the Fat Max tapes are very popular with a lot of people. This one's just gonna have your standard 1-inch blade. It has a fully molded rubber grip on it that goes all the way around. It's going to protect this thing from shock. It's gonna give it a little extra tackiness when holding on to the thing. And yeah, I just think it has a good feel to it. The tape features a double printed blade, which is really nice. This allows you not only to get your standard measurements, but also to flip that tape measure upside down, which gets the graduation right against the surface and allows you to make some really accurate markings. The high-vis blade is also very nice. It allows you to see this thing in all conditions, has a good look to it, and is very, very easy to read. Now the blade on this tape measure features something special, and that is called Speed Mark. Speed Mark is Fractional Graduations printed right on the blade. So for some of us where reading a tape measure is not always the easiest, the Speed Mark blade allows you to see at a glance if your marking is at a 1/4 inch, 3/8, 5/8, 7/8. It's all printed right there on the blade. Now all you seasoned vets out there, you probably know how to read a tape just fine, but I'll tell you, these tape measures can be really nice for somebody who's new to the trade, maybe hasn't gotten it down to a science yet. Allows you to really quickly, at a glance, see exactly where your marking is and not have to second guess things. Now, as I mentioned, the double-sided blade allows you to make those markings either using the top or the bottom of the blade, but you also need an end hook to match. So we have a double end hook on this guy. It's attached with a triple rivet, making it very secure. It's a very thin end hook as well, so you don't have a lot of play in the end of the tape measure. If you didn't know this, little known fact, that play in the tape measure, in the end hook of the tape measure, is actually designed to account for the thickness of the end hook. If you bump up against something to make a measurement, it pushes that in, the exact thickness of the blade. If you hook onto something and pull out, that is going to move back out the exact thickness of the blade. So some people may think that is just slop in the blade and maybe that could cause inaccuracies, but in reality that is a design feature. Now Standout is another feature always referred to when talking about tape measures, and this one being that it is just a 1-inch blade versus a 1 1/4 like some of the others out there, is not gonna get quite as much Standout and really is gonna be comparable to any other 1-inch tape on the market. Now let's get into a couple of the surprises that came along with this tape measure. Something that I thought was pretty cool is that right here on the back, it says +3 1/8. Now, as mentioned earlier, this is a double-sided tape. So one of the things that allows you to do is prop this tape on end, extend the blade, and lock it in place for any vertical measurements. The problem with that is there are no markings all the way down to the surface you're measuring from. Well, that is exactly what that 3 1/8 is for. So for instance, if you measured 10 feet, you add 3 1/8 inches to that total measurement, and that is exactly what your measurement is. I didn't know that, and I thought you might find it handy too. All right, are you ready for the feature that could change the way you measure for the rest of your life? Well, my friends, that is True Control. And what is True Control? Well, let me tell you. As I pull out this blade, you can see that the center rotates. When I touch that, it stops. When I release a little bit, it slows down. If I have this tape extended, I can control the retraction. That is super, super cool. That's going to not only save the end hook, but make for quick, easy measurements. So this is really the best of both worlds. Similar to a self-lock, but actually has that locking mechanism on there as well. And it could be a reason that I would go out and buy a new tape measure. But you know what? What do I know? You're the pro. What do you think? All right, everybody, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. As always, keep working, and we'll catch you on the next video.